Really close racing. This is probably the best battle I've had in the entire series. V8 Supercars is well and truly delivering. Back up the inside. Turn 4. Oh, Todd's got the switchback. What is up, guys, and welcome back to another Toca Race Driver 3 career mode video. We're back for the World Tour. I think this is episode number 7. It has been a while since the last episode, and I do apologize about that. We have got stuck into iRacing now, so we really are diversifying the content that is on the channel. I also went to F1 pre-season testing, so that also took away my focus for a couple of days, but we are back. And I'm not going to lie, I actually can't choose between the 3 different championships to go down here. Off-Road Buggy Nationals, Japanese Works Cup, or US Muscle Tour. I'm going to have a ponder about this. Leave a like, subscribe, and we'll find out what we do next. Alright then, it is Buggy Nationals. A lot of people wanted to see this, so I thought, why not?
Light and agile. The courses within this championship can be treacherous, however. So pay careful attention to your entry speed when approaching jumps.
Okay, I will try to do that. No pressure as well. We've got the number 1 on our car. So the expectation is there to deliver right from the outset. And I have absolutely no idea how this car really is going to handle. And I don't really know the track either. It is, you've got to say, it's the recipe for success. I'm going to quarter cut this. Straight line, McGee. I've actually lost speed there. Who would have known that grass is slower than dirt? I see some cheeky handbrakes being used by the AI. Bit of a friendly nudge there. Don't worry about that, Mr. Hernandez. But encouraging signs that we're actually able to keep up on the first lap, despite not knowing what the hell I'm doing. Another slam. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Give me your position, fam. Come on, just give up, Hernandez. Literal roadblock that guy is.
4 laps, come on, son.
That felt like a really long lap. 2 minutes. I think the tide is turning. I'm starting to get a rhythm on this second lap. Lap 3. Anything's possible. Ooh! Didn't need that.
Try and improve your position. It's the final lap.
It's the final lap now. Ooh, hello. Hello, race leaders. Tiametmarduk has entered the chat. Oh, no! Oh, I gave up the momentum. I could have got him there. Switchback doesn't really work. I think we have a couple of corners left to get this guy. Switch to the inside. Oh, yes. Can we get P1 as well? Hanging out wide. That's not going to be great for the exit.
The race is there for the taking.
Oh, you bet it is, Rick. Come on. Final corner. Can we steal a win in dirt? Oh, you know what? I tried to hold it tight to get up the inside. It was a risk. Didn't work out. The P2 is fine.
Dig in. You can do it.
Very, very happy with that. First lap was a struggle. Second lap was I guess the turning point, and then lap 3 we definitely had the pace. The P2 is good enough. We only need 3rd or above in the championship. However, we are heading to Dirt Raceway 4, which is a mountainous circuit, which we saw in the monster trucks, I believe. So, if ever there's going to be a place we struggle, it might be this place. Got to avoid contact as well. Interlocking wheels is just kill off the momentum. But I'll be looking to keep it on the most flat parts of the racetrack if I can. Use handbrake as well where possible. And just, I guess, finish around Tiametmarduk. Nice run. Slipstream. Definitely not the most effective series to utilize slipstream, but we're going to do it anyway. To the inside. Nice little dive there. Definitely shortchanged him. Oh, and handbrake is not recommended there. I didn't want to go in a straight line anyway. Jesus! Got no chill. I thought I was the Crash Bandicoot of this series. Car, just settle over the bumps, please. Ugh. I really wish my car would settle over the bumps. It's something the AI have a massive advantage over me. But it is the last lap now. I'm really just looking to hold on to what I have, to be honest. This track well and truly is my bogey on the entire game. Final corner. We are going to keep Richards at base, so that should be progression.
That's you through. You've come a long way.
Definitely have. Much easier than the Monster Truck series, that's for sure. I'm just glad to get the hell out of here and move on to the next series. Second in the championship. I'll take that. What's next? We have 1970s GT Cup. We have the X-Power SV Shield and the Formula Palmer Audi. I have driven the X-Power Shield a lot. I used to do that in my spare time. This is a good series, I know that much. But I want to go for the 70s GT Cup. These things have a bit of character. And we are off to Mondello, Hockenheim, Bahrain, and Surfers Paradise. So a bit of a stacked calendar here. BMW Group 4. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, is this the first time I've seen rain? You know what, I think it might be. Alright, so here we are, Group 4, BMWs at Mondello. I mean, it's just typical UK, isn't it? It's got to be raining. Let's just ignore that. That was my warm-up. I want to know what hacks that guy's on. Because that's 2 from 2 now. He's got absolutely lightning starts. Alright. Careful on the traction. This car is a bit of a handful. Oh! Oh, come on. Come on. Does anyone else want to send me for a pit maneuver? Now, I'm not usually one for conspiracies, but I feel like I've got a lot less traction than everyone else here. We've not been given the most amazing starting position for this race either. And only 3 laps to carve our way through the field. What do we need? Championship-wise, it's not going to say, is it? But it's probably P3. Let's be honest. Nope. Nope. I'm literally not going forward at all anymore. I'm having so much fun. Goodbye. Nice traction. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, yes. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, just clapped. They've got so much more grip than what I do. Starting me down in last on a rainy day in Mondello. I mean, just, yeah. This first round is just set up for you to fail. 100%. Please no more rain in the next one. Well, I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. Goodbye positions, which I've worked so hard to fight for as well. An absolute disaster. This is where I find out that none of us get points anyway. It's just been a complete waste of time. 29.9, that's my best lap. And you saw where I was falling off the track everywhere. So, I don't know. Definitely could have drove better, but I really don't know what more I could have done to get closer. Points-wise, yeah, top 6. I was never going to score points, so I guess that's the only silver lining, I guess. If I score consistently well in the next ones, it means that there's less contenders, I guess, in the championship. But not good. We move on to Hockenheim National. It is sunny, so thank goodness for that. 3rd or above. We need good performances here, Bahrain, and in Surfers Paradise. So the good thing is I know all these 3 tracks very well. And again, like, there are certain cars which have amazing starts. I'd love to know what kind of trick suspension they're running. Anyway, it is go time for Hockenheim. 4 laps here, so we have more time to make up the difference. Again, we've not been served too well with our starting position. This place is nice and open, nice and wide. Overtaking should come pretty easy for us. Top 6 minimum. Oh, it's the shortened layout. God damn it. Toca always has to throw a spanner into the works. Out of the way, dickhead. Oh, baby.
Oh, you've got to watch yourself. That was a nasty crash.
Was it though? Can't be that nasty if we don't have damage. Oh wow, this iteration of Hockenheim is very flat and very wide. We can throw this car around. AI seems to be a little bit terrible through the higher speed stuff, so we're going to utilize that to our advantage if we can. Turn 1, we got a nice run out of here. Another few positions. This is exactly the kind of round we needed after the horror show. That was Mondello. Oh baby, we are on for the win if we keep it together. Don't really know where to brake here. This is the one question mark I have over the entire circuit. But the wheel spin that I got out of there gave me a nice rotation actually. We're now into P2. Can we get the lead? I'm going to say yes after this next right-hander. Because look at the AI. Horrendous. And breaking out of there. And just hanging the rear end out sideways. You'll love to see it.
You're doing great. Just don't get complacent out there.
That's a big track extend, and so is this one. Track limits do not exist here. You pay for the whole circuit, you may as well use it. What's the lead? I imagine it's probably something very disgusting.
Your tyres are starting to wear. You've been given a time penalty.
No warning, just straight penalty. What is the penalty? 5 seconds. Alright, we should be alright. I guess I deserve that. I really have been cheesing this circuit. The stewards have finally woken up. Oh, nice rotation there. The car just bit in real nice. P1.
I'd say you are safely at the top end of this championship for now, so stay there.
That should hopefully still be the win, even with the 5 seconds applied. I feel like it was a pretty big lead. Yeah, we had a lead of 11 seconds. So, we are sorted. Race win puts us P2 in the standings. Wow, that point system really does lend itself well to winning. So, we're in a good position as we head into the final 2 circuits, Bahrain and Surfers Paradise. Alright, Bahrain external. Let's see what that means. I do know that Bahrain was a lot different back in this game compared to what it is now. So let's find out just how different it is. Straight away. Turns 1, 2, and 3. Very interesting. Oh, that's a big bump, which does not exist. But okay. Turn 4. Good overtaking zone. Very tight. Very, very tight on approach. We're doing the alternate layout. And then I remember... Oh no, it's back the other way. The downhill part is very, very steep. What layout are we doing? Are we doing the 2010 game layout? No, we're doing a completely different layout altogether. This is something I'd like to see in the F1 games. Even though we have a normal layout, which the F1 calendar does, there's the short layout, which some tracks do, but then there are even more layouts we could possibly explore. Maybe we could do our own, like, layout planner or route planner through the various tracks that have those features, you know, and do a layout like this on the F1 game. I think that'd be pretty cool. That's all down to Codemasters and the sport itself to allow that kind of thing. You know, I'm all for increasing the amount of, like, content that we can do. I'd love to see classic tracks in. Classic cars, yes, they're nice, but I feel like the content truly is in the tracks and exploiting more of what we have available to us. So hopefully they listen. They have been putting out a lot of surveys lately just to ask what we want to see in the games, and that is encouraging to see that they are taking our feedback on board. It means that they're at least willing to listen and implement these things into the future. So fingers crossed.
You're not far off a podium finish here. Keep pushing.
That's very true. I need to concentrate now. I've just been chilling. So let's get our heads down and let's get that podium. Outside, very, very late under brakes. This could get me in trouble here. No, okay.
Stay on the track. You can't get away with cutting the corners like that.
That was a good result. I will take that. That could have ended much more worse. We are on the podium now. Final corner. Oh, that's very deep. Please no penalty. Please no penalty. Oh. That's not a great run. It's a 3 wide affair down the back straight. I think we should be fine.
Let's see one final push to improve your position.
I don't really have any momentum on us, so that is a positive. Can we get the race leader though? Last lap of the Grand Prix. Maybe. If we put in a personal best, we'll be half a chance. Jeez, the AI do break early for the hairpins, which is really inviting me into the game. Gonna have to utilize every last
Just one car in front now.
millimeter of this circuit, cutting that a little bit. Yeah, we can get this guy for sure. Oh, wow, okay, thank you very much. That is a gift. He won in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Looks like these guys need a bit more practice around here, it seems, as we run off the track again. Please, no penalty. Okay, we're good. We're good. That's a win. I'll take it.
Excellent driving. You did well to claim second spot.
I didn't know where the finish line was. Let's move on. Alright, it doesn't matter. Top 3 is all we need. We're heading to Surfers Paradise. It's OP for us anyway. Let's move on. Stop commenting. Stop typing. I can see you. Away we go for the finale. P17. Again, this series hates me, it seems. But I know what I can do around this circuit. So I'm not really worried. Oh, why are you braking so early? Maybe it's that car. Maybe it's just a demon in a straight line and off the starts, but the brakes are just horrendous and they have to stop relatively early. Oh, yeah, look at how good it is in straight line. Wow. BMW, which we're driving, and that guy's driving. We pretty much broke at the same time and pulled up. So, yeah, I think it is a case of the 2 different cars having different handling characteristics. I'm going to get stuck behind this guy into the chicanes. The AI can often ripperoni themselves into there, so that's always fun. I feel like at some point in this series we will detonate someone up against one of those barriers. Into the 3rd sector, 90-degree corners. As far as the eye can see, heading into the last one. This is always awkward. Do you focus on getting a nice exit or do you go for the cheeky dive? We get that position anyway, and it's P11. 2 to go.
Not over yet. Come on.
Oh, slipstream working wonders for us there. But I've got to say, the AI really do... Oh! Oh, no! The AI really do crap the bed when it comes to the chicanes, and we are toast. You know what? With this level of damage, there's no way we can get a top 6.
The gear changes may be a little heavy. The transmission's been knocked.
So I'm going to retire, and I'm going to see if this is good enough for 3rd in the championship. It is. Wow. Equal 2nd. Even with the bottle in Bahrain. That is good enough. I guess that's the benefit of having a point system which heavily favors the top 1% of the field and everyone else getting nothing. Because AI, they don't always start consistently at the front, the championship runners. Sometimes they can be further back like me, and it looks like they got caught out too. Wow, that was lucky. Very, very lucky. V8 Supercars, British GT, NGT, and Ultima Can-Am Tour. How can I not? We found the title of this video. How many tracks are we doing though? Because this is like a 16 race calendar. Surely we can't go from a 4 race calendar to 16. So let's see. We got the Holden Commodore VZ and the Ford Falcon BA. Yeah, Yeah, quite a shame, because now Holden isn't a manufacturer anymore in Australia. They recently closed their doors, which is a real shame. Queensland Raceway, what a horrendous race to start with. Pukekohe, Symmons Plains, and Hidden Valley. So it's not the full championship, but still, it is a bit of a taste. So, let's do this. And we are in... Whose car is this? Oh. I feel like 14-year-old Ben would be screaming internally, not knowing who this is. But my memory isn't that great. Alright, Queensland Raceway, home race. If I pull off to the left and go up the highway, I can go home. So I may resort to that if things don't go our way. But away we go for the first race in V8 Supercars. A very packed house here in Ipswich. Up yours, mate.
Give it your best to come out on top.
I love how the cars just absolutely launch off the line and then kind of don't really go anywhere. But turn one, let's have a nice time of things this time around. Brad Jones. How are you doing, fella? It's mad that his son, Macaulay Jones, is now in the series. This really is a long time ago. Time just really flies. Outside. Come on. That's Jamie Whincup. Oh my goodness. Back in the days when Jamie wasn't at Triple Eight Racing. He was at Tasman Motorsport with Jason Richards. Imagine how things would have panned out if Tasman didn't have that really good set of races of Enduros in 2005. Like, I think they got on the podium at Sandown. And then at Bathurst, they were looking pretty good as well in the top three. Jamie might not have been picked up by Triple Eight, and who knows how many championships would have been won by other people. Goodbye, Jason Bright. How you doing? That's probably the biggest mistake of his career as well, leaving FPR back in the day. Russell Ingall up next. Oh, man. Oh, no, that's a curb. That's not good. I'm too busy reminiscing on everything to even focus on the race. I'm sorry. You guys have no idea how long it's been since I've raced V8 Supercars, a fully licensed V8 Supercar Championship. This is what we need. 100%, this is what we need in modern racing games again. Yes, Forza do a couple of cars here or there, but it's not a full category. It's not the full calendar. We need Australian racetracks back in sim racing again. Some of them are just absolutely brilliant. Double dive bomb into turn 3. Oh, and Russell has got us back. P6, it's not a horrible position so far. We've still got 2 to go after this. Queensland Raceway, I do remember was, I think, one of the more difficult ones to perform against the AI. So the fact that I'm doing well straight away is encouraging.
You just set the fastest lap of the race. Good job.
Got to make sure you don't touch these curves on the inside here at turn 1 and at turn 2. That really got us unstuck in the HPDC series. That's just about passable. I need these guys up ahead to battle a little bit more. I wonder if this is Mark Winterbottom up next. Or is that Mark Larkham? I'm not sure. I remember when Mark Larkham was still racing for this team. That Jason Barguano, wow. Okay. Yeah, a lot of old drivers from the old era. Todd Kelly, like 90% of the drivers that you're seeing in this field pretty much not racing anymore. It's mad. Gonna go for a dive bomb. Todd Kelly giving him a bit of a bump and run there on the exit of the final corner. Holden Racing Team as a team pretty much doesn't exist anymore. Oh, man. What a battle. Todd's going to come back at us here. On the back straight into turn 3. And we might even see Jason come back at us as well. He's in the slipstream. Gonna have to go defensive here. This is brilliant. Really late under brakes. I tell you what, it's a lot harder with a stock setup against these guys. Really close racing. This is probably the best battle I've had in the entire series. V8 Supercars is well and truly delivering. Back up the inside. Turn 4. Oh, Todd's got the switchback. Oi, I see you there, you cheeky devil. That's actually hurt him. Final corner. And it's going to be a podium on our debut in V8 Supercars. You don't see that very often.
Great race. Fantastic finish. You'll get them next time.
What a battle. Smash the like button if you enjoyed that. That was insane. So Ambrose wins. Ambrose was a absolute machine at Queensland Raceway. The specialist. So that is pretty realistic. I think that's Steve Johnson. I don't know if you got his name. P2. No Greg Murphy in this series, which is a real shame. My man. But now we move on to Pukekohe. And this is a brilliant racetrack. One you guys should definitely check out on like R Factor or something, because I believe it's on there. But yeah, this is a real thrill ride of a circuit. A very short one, but all the corners that do exist are ones that are highly exciting. Onto the back straight. A very long back straight. This circuit got altered a few years ago as well. They put a chicane down here, which I think kind of ruined the character of this circuit a little bit. But I kind of understand why they put it in. I think maybe to aid in overtaking a little bit. But also there were some big shunts down here whenever there were car failures, and I think just for safety reasons they probably shortened that. But then here we got the final corner. It's very easy to negotiate on this game, which is unfortunate because you lose the character. But in real life, that is a real roller coaster ride, and so too is turn 1. Keep it to the right hand side before you flick it left, and then right again. And then this whole section just all leads into each other. If you get one part of the circuit wrong, it screws up your whole rhythm of the first sector. But yeah, great circuit, great racing. And we need a new game. That's all I can say. We need a new game. Around the outside of the hairpin. AI bottlenecking a little bit there. P6.
That's it now. Keep pushing.
Why are you braking, guys? Come on. It's easy flat. Even side by side, it's still easy flat. See if we can go around the outside of Bridie here into turn 1. We'll have the inside for the chicane. Thank you very much. There's been some big shunts here too as well over the years. This place has so much character. Who's next? Is this Mark Scaife? I think it probably is. Number 2. It's iconic. What's Jason Barguana doing so far out the field? The Orcon Steel Falcon was not great in this era. Another notable performance was Mark Winterbottom. Kind of made his name here at this circuit in maybe this year, 2005, in that car. And he went on to join FPR. But there we go, we smashed past Marcus Ambrose. If you're in front of Ambrose, you know you're doing well. And we are getting the big toe down the straight. This toe is about as big as Shrek's big toe. And we go up the inside, and that is the lead of the Pukekohe Grand Prix. I should do a video. I should do a separate video on this track. Maybe on like Assetto Corsa, or I don't know. Can't get it on iRacing. R Factor. I'll see if I can take some F1 cars around here, and that'll be an experience.
I'm right behind you. Just hold on.
But as long as we can hold on, we are going to get our first win in V8 Supercars. Oh wow, Ambrose is getting the big Shrek toe as well. I don't think he's going to outbrake me, surely not. Nice and safe into here. And hairpin is very, very tight. We have negotiated. Our front end is very, very messed up. We have made quite a bit of contact with a lot of drivers over the course of the day. We're going to come through like our hero Greg Murphy and win here at Pukekohe.
That's it. You are safely at the top end of this championship for now, so stay there.
Is that going to put us in front of Ambrose? Probably not. We'll probably be second. Only 6 points behind. So, we're exactly where we need to be. Bargwanna is pretty consistent. So too is Todd Kelly. I think top 5 minimum is what we should expect from this championship. Of course, we still need P3. But we head off to Simmons Plains for the finale. And this is a track which, as well, is quite short, quite tight. Average speed is quite a bit lower than what it was in Pukekohe, but it does have a lot of character too. One of the tightest corners in the world, I would say, is coming up here at turn 4. Oh, it really does rival Monaco's Fam on Hairpin. Look how tight this is. We go around the outside. Oh my goodness, it's a war zone back there. you probably couldn't get a good feel of like how tight it was there. We'll see it on the second lap, but yeah, it's ridiculous. Into the final couple of corners. A good run through the second last corner sets you up nicely for the final corner. Let's get past Brad Jones here. And we are through to the top 5. Greg Ritter, wow. Haven't seen you in a while. Alright, let's see if we can get past the WPS car.
I know you can do better. Keep pushing.
Oh, it's just so tight. The AI going so slow. I don't know how fast you go through there. Maybe 50 or 60 kilometers an hour. Which is literally nothing. Anyway, Ambrose. Touching the wall is not going to help your momentum there. Let's see if we can get Craig Baird into the hairpin. AI are very slow here. We're going to carry the brake all the way past the apex and then floor it on the way out. Well and truly a point and squirt corner. We now lead. And if things stay as they are, we'll win the championship too. It's a shame that cockpit view doesn't show the steering wheel. Would have been nice. I don't think Codemasters had the facilities for that big man back then. But we're going to ride on board from the driver's view for the last lap as we send it home here to round out this episode. This part of the track here has been the scene of many, many red flags over the years. Just any kind of incident there and literally the whole field will get caught up in it because there's no real room to move. So too with the hairpin, the scene of many desperate dive bombs before we head on to the back straight, which is not really as straight, is it? The whole thing is pretty much a long sweeping curve. We're heading into the final couple of corners, swing it in, and that is a lap of Simmons Plains Raceway. Thank you very much, Supercars, for the championship.
Well done.
He won. Right, I just made a very embarrassing mistake. I thought that the championship was over. We have one more. Hidden Valley. Away we go. We are racing in the Northern Territory. For those who aren't Australian, basically the middle of nowhere at the top of the country. Anyway, it is a nice racetrack nonetheless. Not a great turn 1, I'm not gonna lie. Very, very disorganized, very dirty. Let's go up the inside through here. This is actually a really nice. This is a really nice track for racing. One that like I kind of like a bit neutral on about. Like I don't love it or I don't hate it, but when I do come to it and sweat it and race, I really do actually enjoy the racing. Anyway, let's go through here. This back part has a bit of character as well. Have to get your lines absolutely perfect through there. It's like threading the needle. But then we can open up the taps again on the start-finish straight. This straight just feels absolutely massive. Or at least it did until I started racing on F1 circuits like China, and I was like, wow, this Chinese straight never ends. But now we have Baku, and then in a couple of years' time there'll be something else that's a lot worse. Who knows? We could be racing in the next few years on a racetrack that has like a 2-kilometer long back straight or something. Who the hell knows? And now, Lipstream.
Fantastic. That is a fastest lap.
Bridie is forcing me over to the left-hand side. That is not going to save you, pal. Or is it? I've got a horrible run. It has saved him. Can we get the switchback, though? No, we cannot. We're in an FPR sandwich here. Oh! Jesus. Bright is being very feisty today, as am I. Can we go for the dive? Shortchange him at the hairpin. Thank you very much. Bit of handbrake as well, which is 100% authentic racing here on the Tiametmarduk channel.
You're almost there.
Ambrose is next. He's getting absolutely shafted by everyone. He's normally the guy doing the shafting, to be honest. Kind of tempted to go outside here, so that's what I'm going to try. No, he's going to the outside. So we're just going to hug the inside. Gone in too deep. I've screwed myself over again, but we are going to keep the position. See you later, Ambrose. Final lap of the championship now.
Last lap. Come on.
We might be half a chance of the win here. I think we can definitely get Todd Kelly. Steve Johnson, though. I don't know. I kind of feel bad. I feel like maybe I should let him win. Don't think he has too many victories in V8 Supercars, if any. Up the inside, P2. Not gonna lie, I've got a horrific run out of there, so Steve might be off the hook here, unless we can set something up into the last corner. Alright, stay on board. This part of the track is nice and flowing. When you get it right, it's quite satisfying. Through here, a bit of understeer. I think Steve's gonna hold on to this one, to be honest. Yeah, P2. Not a bad way to finish the championship. We will win overall. So, can't really complain with that.
Congratulations. You're through.
Fastest lap of the race on the last one as well. Thank you very much. What's the gap in the championship? It's over 40 points. So Ambrose had an absolute shocker. Yeah, he got pushed back a little bit there. I probably didn't help him as well with the dive into turn 1. But we have graduated from the V8 Supercar Championship. Realistically, where do you go from here? If you're an Australian. NASCAR? IndyCar? We do have the American options up now. But that is where we're going to leave this episode for today, guys. Let me know if we should do the US Speed Truck Challenge. I think it's either that or the Palmer Jaguar JP1. After that, we have Formula 3 and DTM. So we're really starting to graduate into those bigger boy championships. 68% through. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I don't want this career mode series to end because I love the game so much. But hopefully you're enjoying, and I'll see you next time.